This is Forge Daily with Mackenzie Barwell on the Forge Audio Network.
Forge fans, welcome to Forge Daily. Today is August 16th, 2023. I'm your host, Mackenzie Barwell, here to give you all things Forge FC. We are now halfway through the week, so you can expect an episode of Behind the Beard today to accompany Forge Daily. We've got a few things to get into. I spoke to Dom and Benni after practice, and then had a funny conversation with some more players toward the end of the episode. But first, let's talk about Dom Samuel, because yesterday he was inducted to the Southern New Hampshire's University Athletic Hall of Fame, class of 2023. So, I thought in honor of his induction, we'll take a little trip down memory lane, because before signing with Forge in 2019, Dom began his university career in 2012. So let's get into it, because there are a lot of accomplishments here. After Dom's freshman season, he was named to the Northeast 10 second team, all-rookie team, and Daktronics second team all-region. Fast forward to his sophomore year, he was the NSCAA second team, All-American selection, first team all-region, Northeast 10 first team, and then was named to the NCAA all-championship teams. Let me just say that I'm not even including his entire Wikipedia page here, okay? I'm trying to stick to the most important milestones, so just know there is way more where that came from in his initial 2 years and going in to 2014 while completing his third year. Let's finish up with his 2015 year as a senior. Dom was a NSCAA first team All-American, CCA first team All-American, and Defender of the Year, so absolutely safe to say that he was worthy of this induction. And then I also thought I should mention that following his college career, Dom actually spent 3 total seasons with Sigma FC. So initially, after he signed for a season, he paused to train with an MLS team, and then ultimately would sign for a year with a USL second division team. But then by 2017, he returned, and then a year later, he was named League One's Defender of the Year. And that was for the second time, as well as first team All-Star. So I could go on, but I'll save it for the interview. He's truly, truly one of the kindest and most hardworking players that I have had the pleasure of interviewing. So knowing all of that, let's get into my interview with Dom after practice today. First things first, congratulations. I'm sure you've been receiving lots of messages. How has your past 24 hours been?
It's been eventful.
Yeah.
Busy. Reconnected with a lot of people that I haven't talked to in a very long time. So, yeah.
I was actually going to ask, are you still close with a lot of your teammates from your university?
Yeah. I mean, every now and then still talk to a couple people, like my roommates. The guys, I could say this, the black guys on the team. Those are my dogs. But yeah, like a lot of us are grown up.
Yeah.
Wife, kids, stuff
crazy.
like that. So they're fairly busy, but we connect every now and then.
So now you're playing in the CPL. Did my research. You were with Sigma for a few years in between, also training with an MLS team, but then with the USL for a little bit. Mm-hmm. My question for you regarding your time at university, how do you think that shaped you as a player coming into your experience afterwards?
I think it shaped me well. Over there, I learned that fitness is a major aspect of like playing at a higher level. Obviously, like at Sigma, you learn that as well, but that's more, I was there for more of like the development side. So like being technical, tactical, and stuff like that. But then when you get to college, you're just like run.
And I feel like it's really easy to get out of shape in college. So
that freshman 15 is a real thing.
It's crazy.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah, but I think it kind of prepared me for that. And then our team at the time, like they were more of a football playing team, which helped coming from such like a, again, technical and tactical background.
Very
at Sigma.
similar.
It was like very similar. So like I didn't have to worry about fitness aspect so much, but I mean at the same time, I still had to be fit, still had to be able to run for 105 minutes kind of thing. So,
what do you think some of the biggest differences were like in terms of the transition out of university and coming into your time with Forge?
Just speed of play.
Yeah,
everything is a lot faster in college. Like, you have the guys that are quality, and then you have the guys that are like there to get an education but can play. So like it's more of that second option. And so like I said, like you go from that to playing in a more professional environment, and everything is like sharp,
Yeah.
quick. So you just have to make that adjustment really quickly, and then
Okay, something else I wanted to ask about. I read that when you were playing with Sigma, you were working at a lumber yard. Is that true? Can you confirm?
yes.
For like 10 hours? 10-hour shifts?
Everybody loves this story.
Share it with the Forge Daily listeners. I'm sorry you probably said it 100 times, but please.
Yeah. So yeah, when I left Rochester to come home, I had to get a job just to obviously make some money. One of the fathers on Sigma had a best friend who owned the lumber yard, and so we were just kind of chatting, and he's like, look, if you need a summer job, I can refer you to this guy. So we did. I went in. Obviously, it's like hard labor. It was 7 to 5 every day. Yeah, 7 to 5 every day. Luckily, I had a car at the time.
And then practice after?
Yeah, so I would go from...
Dumb. What?
I would go 7 to 5 every day, go home,
Change? Eat?
shower, change, eat, and then drive back to Mississauga.
Wow.
To train. And like, because I was on the older team, like the senior team, we were trained from like 9 p.m. start time. Yeah, like 9 to 10:30, 11. Drive home.
And then do
Go
it
to
all
sleep.
over again the next day.
And then I'm waking up again.
Wow.
6
Wow.
o'clock.
Well,
to
good
go
for
to work
you.
7, yeah.
Seriously, congratulations. Like, this is totally paid off.
It was, it was tough. And then even like on Saturdays, because they were a 6-day week, it was a 6-day week thing, not 5. So Saturdays, I was in from 7:30.
Like before games?
Yes. 7:30 to 12. And then I would stay in Mississauga because sometimes games would be at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. And so I'd go to work and then go straight to the game.
How are you alive right now?
Good question.
I also had the opportunity to chat with Forge FC's newest signing, Benni Badibanga. He recently played his first match with the club on Saturday, and we had the chance to talk to Bobby about it, but we haven't heard from him. He was a little reluctant to talk about his performance individually, but Malik and Dom had no problem hyping him up afterwards.
If you don't get the result that you expect, that's a bit tough, but the chance in football is that every week we have a new chance, so let's focus on the next game.
Let him cook. Let him cook. First 3 minutes, guy gets it.
And lastly, before we finish up, something I mentioned earlier in the episode, I had a funny conversation, and it was about Malik's hair. I had to inquire about it because he gave me a good laugh when I saw it from the 7th floor of Tim Hortons Field today. Here was our conversation after practice. My first question is regarding the hairstyle today for Malik. I saw it from the 7th floor. Is this a regular occurrence, or am I just...
No,
I know what's going on.
the hairstyle is currently halfway finished, so it's half up, half down. When it is finished, it will be back to normal, but for now, I'm rocking it like this.
Okay, what do you rate it, Dom?
That's a 10 out of 10.
I like it.
Oh, shout out Dee, by the way. I know she listens to this. She's the one that did it. Love you. Thank you.
Thoughts on his hair today?
Better say a good result. Quasi's mom did it, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, you better.
11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. I honestly think that you should just leave it half done.
Yeah.
Dee's gonna finish it.
Just make it line up sharper, and then you're ready, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. I need a cut. Definitely.
Definitely, we're gonna Friday in it.
Yeah.
And that will officially wrap up today's episode. Thank you all so much for listening, and we will catch up on another episode tomorrow. And don't forget, watch Behind the Beard on YouTube or listen here.
This has been Forge Daily with Mackenzie Barwell. If you like what you heard, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share.
Okay, my last question before we finish. When I was looking at your story on Instagram, because you had posted the induction post, I did a quick deep dive and found this photo of you standing in front of the battalion, orange hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
When was this, and can we expect to see it again?
The hair? No.
No,
That's a no to the hair. Actually, the hair's the wrong color. I didn't.
It was almost like a yellow.
Yeah, like it was supposed to be a lot lighter than that.
Yeah.
That was because I was suspended.
Oh no.
Was that my suspension? That was my first suspension, 2019.
So this was your response to
First leg of the final.
No.
Yeah. So I got a yellow in the last game of the season against Calgary. I got a second yellow for some bullshit. Excuse my language. And that carried over to the first leg of the finals.
So you said, what else to do than dye my hair and join the battalion?
Well, my hair was already like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was already like that before, but then I was like, I'm going to be out. I don't know what to do. I'm not just going to sit in the stands and do nothing. And so I asked if I could go and be with them for like that first game just to get the crowd hype and everything. And yeah, they said
they
yes.
must have loved that
Oh,
too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That looked like a good time.
Yeah, it was perfect.